Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Here's Tommy Pham.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
That's a little bit low.
Third pitch of this ball game, that one right in the zone, but it's called for a ball, man. That's frustrating, but you got to stay focused. Keep making that pitch. You're going to get the strike call.
Next offering is down low, and that's ball 3. Inside, and that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Brian Reynolds here. A little bit high, maybe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. The pitch. That's inside. High fly ball out into left center field. Nootbaar hauls it in, 2 away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That one's in there. Going to count 1 and 2. Pham leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Walker settles under it and makes the catch. Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. The 1-1. That one at triple digits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
The shortstop takes the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That to right. Coming on is Pham to make the play. 1 up, 1 down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Grounds one to short. Connor Falefa fires over to first. Yeah, they get the out.
Batting third, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here's Contreras now. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Outside low. Full count now.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And good work there. Back here in St. Louis, here's Joey Bart now. That one misses, and it's 2-1. And there's the ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Walker sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. One down.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Billy Cook.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Billy Cook. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Next pitch is outside.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And that's down and away. Two outs. And that one upstairs. No score here in the second. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's Nolan Arenado. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. Next pitch misses. Now 3-1. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. That's off the mark. 2-1. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Reynolds hustles to get it in, and now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in St. Louis, on to the 3rd inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Late swing fouled off. Out to short. Win. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Chopped left side. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Tommy Pham. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the catcher comes up to him, Ivan Herrera. Next pitch is outside. That one fouled off. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Center fielder, Victor Scott.
Now at the plate, Victor Scott. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. The shortstop takes the ball. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 2 down, nobody on. That smash towards center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Brian Reynolds. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Ripped to short. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's McCutchen.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Two outs.
2-2.
Popped up. Donovan. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Bucks go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Runner on the go. And a count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now here is Brendan Donovan. Just missed. Now fly ball to right center. Pham makes the grab. That is the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're headed to the 5th. No score. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th. This is Joey Bart. That's in there, and a count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Off the mark there, and it's a full count. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Billy Cook getting ready to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game. I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Here's a 2-2. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. On the ground to the left. Tosses across to first, and that is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books, and we still have no score. Bottom of the inning, now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Next offering is down low. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dennis Santana, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Holderman warming up as well. Next pitch is downstairs.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Now, Jordan Walker. Nootbaar gets his lead at first, nobody out. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In the air, right field, Fan sizing this one up. Brings it in, and there's one down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Man at first, one away. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag out at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and we are still scoreless. Ryan Fernandez comes on now. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Helsley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. The shortstop takes the ball. Headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Up next for the Pirates, Tommy Pham. And that's outside. Swings through that.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Now one miss.
That's a really good take.
Brian Reynolds in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds. On the ground to first. Could be two. Here's Wynn for one. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
One strike.
Next offering upstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andrew McCutchen in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Late swing, foul to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
To the right side, Donovan. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. No score. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dennis Santana. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Michael Ciani. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Fouled off. He was late. That one hit to right. Fan. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Cardinal, the shortstop.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss at a slider. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Carmen Majinski preparing to come on if needed. Battling here as he fouls it away.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. That's in there. Now 1-2.
1-2.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. He goes down looking.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit, Joey Bart. Next offering is downstairs.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 3-1. Billy Cook in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here's the first baseman, Billy Cook. Two one now. And a big swing and a miss. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's the third out. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. Next offering is down low. Nolan Arenado in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Here's Nolan Arenado. One down, base is empty.
2-1.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dennis Santana is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Colin Holderman. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Trying to send this to extra innings. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Fly ball down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. In there, sets him down on strikes. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in St. Louis, we go to the 8th. Now the 3rd baseman, Brian Hayes. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Lifted in the air, right field. Snags it on the run. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Line to left, and foul ball. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's to 3rd. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
To see me, wonder she love me cause I am on TV. Think that she know me, she never believe.
Outside low, 2-1.
1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Man at second. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. just missed. The winning run on second base. In the air, right side. It's going to fall for a hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. In comes the winning run, and they walk it off.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I just say that